Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the second part of the cookie in session demo. So basically this is going over Flask. Sorry. Um, I've got some things going on in the background here, which you might be noticing. Basically, this is me realizing I spun up a new virtual machine for this demo, and I hadn't installed Python. Well, Python was there, but I hadn't installed pip or Flask or anything else that I needed. And then I ran into some issues. So this might be kind of helpful for you all if you're running into issues with Ubuntu. Bit of an aside from the Flask demo. I went to install pip, so I did the sudo apt install python 3 pip. I got a whole bunch of errors, packages out of date, it's doesn't not working. Oh my gosh, everything's broken. There's a little line at the bottom, which, see if I can scroll up to it, because of course I didn't record it when I thought, you know, figured I'd get things set up beforehand, and then I realized, you might want to see this. So there's my install script. There's my update stuff. Okay, here we go. Failed to fetch, not found, not found, not found. This is one of those things, always read the error messages. Unable to fetch some archives, maybe run apt update or retry with fix missing, tacked on. Basically, this is just Ubuntu's way of telling you, run sudo apt update. Again, the apt-get is a little bit deprecated at this point in time, but that's all I had to do to get it up and running. So, that being said, I now need to install Flask, and we'll get our lovely little server up and running here. So again, back to our default Ubuntu page. And let me get my demo up over here. Now I just have a folder that I called Flask demo, so nothing too crazy for you all here. And I'm not going to go through the extra step of setting up templates or anything like that. I'll let you explore that if you want to. I really just want to show you the set cookie syntax. So I've got a brand new script up here. So I need from Flask import Flask. Oh, are we going to need all this? No, we're not going to need all this. I'm just looking at all the packages that I need to import, and like, we're not going to use render templates, but we're going to need, let's add these in just for fun. Redirect, girl for flash, make response. I've got some, I'm just going to use this right side to run the server, so that's why I left it up. Okay, and we have app.route cookie, and this is def cookie. And we're going to say res equals make response. Let's set us a cookie. And the important part, res underscore set cookie, which is going to be, let's call it username, Eric. We'll use the same one just to show you the, the inset cookies for multiple things. Max age equals, and we want our 86,400 times 30. In the demo, it goes seconds to minutes to hours to days to 2 years, basically. Here we'll just set it for 30 days again. And let's go return res. Alrighty, and now let's do our app.route, our root, def hello, return hello there. And if name equals main. Oh, we didn't set all the other fun stuff. 1 second. Sorry, I was completely spacing on the syntax for getting the Flask application to run on a different port. Happens. All right, so we actually need to define the Flask application. So we have our application defined here. And then, let's get this off there. We want app.run, and it is host equals 0000, port equals 8000, debug equals true, So now we should have our script going on Python 3 and demo. Ooh, what did I forget? Cannot import name Flask from Flask. Okay. Oh, typo. That's why we read our error messages. Hey, look at that. Now it's working. And we have the proper port. So let's go ahead and go on port 8000. And I probably forgot to update the UFW allow 8000. Okay. Now let's run again. 8000. I probably forgot to update the firewall. Oh, it's a day. All right. VPC firewall, please. It's always good to have multiple multiple examples of this, right? Firewall rules, edit. 8000 is not in here. Let's add another one. I could have just as easily changed the port to 8080, but why would we do that? All right. More coffee required. Okay, so hopefully you are updating. One more time. Hey, there we go. Okay, simple demo. That's all simple demo, right? So I've got, let's pop open our, yeah, I know I don't have a fave icon. Application, cookies. All right, so here is my session information. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm just kind of curious because now I've got clashing cookies. This will be fun. So here's my username, Eric. So this is from the PHP script, by the way. Now let's go to /cookie. Okay. Interesting. So I was curious because I've never intentionally done this, and I thought it'd be fun to do it live just for funsies. So I've got my username is now not Eric. If I go back, and let's open another one. So application, cookies, and we want to go here. So there's that. Cookies. So here's my cookies for this domain. Again, the way cookies are kind of set under the hood is it's tied to the domain. Here's my username, username2. If we go to /cookie.php, let's watch this here. Not Eric, okay? And we refresh. Still not Eric. Did I not change that? I changed its username too. Sorry, this is playtime apparently. We want to go to edit. Let's var www html cookie.php. Change this back to username. Oh God, I know it's a read-only file. New, nope. New pane sudo vim var www html cookie.php. Change this to username, not username2. Now let's refresh. So right now it is not Eric coming from our Python script. We refresh, it becomes Eric. So this is something to be kind of wary of if you're developing multiple applications on one server. They are tied to the same domain. So if you have one cookie overriding another, it's going to obliterate the one that was there before. Again, bit of a diversion, but I thought it might be interesting to all of you. I was wondering, because again, I've never done this intentionally, but I was wondering if it would obliterate it or if I'd get like a copy of the cookie with, a little bit of extra information or maybe the port tacked on or something. But nope, it will allow you to completely ruin your own application if you want, which is fine. Anyway, the entire point of this was Flask, right? Not PHP messing around. So let's go back to our Flask application, refresh, so we're back to being not Eric. Here's our cookie bit. Okay, so let's now take a quick look at sessions. And this is going to be a similar thing. I'll let you all zip through this if you want to as well in Flask. But let's get our code up and running here. And I'm just going to add a new route within this application that I've got pre-existing. And we need to add on session. So we need to import the Flask submodule here. Let's add on a new route, app.route, session, def, sesh. Good enough? All right, so this is going to be very similar to PHP's session. It could be tracked from page to page. It's going to be tracked server side. Other thing is that it's kind of tracked more like a dictionary or a hash table instead of this basically create an object type of setup. So I'm going to do if, let's see, let's use the demo just to follow along. If visits in session, so this is Python's way of checking for keys in a dictionary. One way of doing it anyway. Session visits equals session.get visits plus 1. So we have the world's first dynamic bit of HTML, which was a guestbook counter or a user counter. Else session visits equals 1. And let's return total visitors. OMG. And we'll do the nice .format syntax session.get. Again, I could have just as easily done session.visits if I wanted to here. Okay. Slide this over. All right, what I've got going on is a route for my session. If I have a session key for visits, I'm going to increment it. Otherwise, I'm going to set it to 1, meaning that we need to initialize our variable. And then we're going to return how many visitors have accessed our page. So cookie still works. Site by itself still works. And now /session. Nope. Session. Ooh, no secret key was set. I forgot the secret key. Set the secret key to something unique and secret. Okay. Again, Flask is something that I only play with when I need to, so sometimes some of the nuances I miss, but I forgot to set the secret key. And there are multiple ways you could do this. You could set it to the file system or memcached. I'll let you kind of look into this otherwise if you would like. But basically, we need to kind of configure this thing where we're telling it what type of session to run, and we're going to give it effectively a key for encrypting everything in here. So let's go ahead and set our app.secretKey equals CIS658. Probably something a little bit more intelligent than that, or a little bit more random than that would be good. But Flask is looking for you to provide that. And again, there's a lot more that you could do with that as well, rather than just a simple passphrase. So I'm going to refresh. So now we see our session here, by the way. Let's refresh. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. For funsies, let's pop open Firefox. Just want to show you. Okay. Apparently we had to relaunch and whatnot. Just kind of, hopefully it was self-evident, but wanted to show you. Sessions are also tied to browser, not just the server. So basically, my session here is independent of my session here. So here we're at 10, here we're at 6, 7, 8. Just, again, not super important, but I just wanted to demonstrate that. Alrighty, I will provide some links for you in the bottom for these various demos. Hope you all had a good time and enjoy cookies and sessions. Bye, everybody.